This elegant and delightful profiterole cake is the epitome of French dessert indulgence. This show-stopping dessert is so elegant and absolutely delicious. A profiterole cake is quite easy to prepare and a true delight. Let me walk you through all the steps. In step 1, we'll prepare the Patacu dough or the pastry dough to bake the profiteroles and the base of our cake. Into a medium saucepan, pour 2 cups of water, add 8 ounces of butter, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, and a 1/3 cup of oil. Mix that for a few minutes until the butter is melted and the water begins to boil. At this point, add 1 cup of flour all at once. Mix everything together until the mixture comes together in a thick ball of dough and comes off from the sides of the pan. Also, make sure that the liquid has been absorbed by the flour and that any excess moisture has evaporated. Transfer the hot dough into the bowl of an electric stand mixer. Using the flat paddle attachment, beat the mixture for a few minutes to knock out the hot air and to cool it down slightly. Don't skip this step. If you add your eggs when the dough is still hot, you'll end up with white streaks of cooked eggs, and we definitely don't want that to happen. Add 1 egg at a time and beat until the egg has been fully incorporated. Continue beating until the pastry is thick and smooth. Just like that, the Patacu pastry dough is ready to use. For the base of the cake, use a baking pan with a removable bottom lined with parchment paper. Here's a tricky and simple way to do it. Just place a large parchment paper on top of the bottom of your pan, close the rings, and trim the rest with scissors. Transfer some of your dough into a piping bag and cut the top roughly 1 inch. Spread the dough in a circle. Just like that. Put the baking pan in a preheated oven and bake at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 to 25 minutes until puffed and golden. Do not open the oven door, the first 20 minutes are crucial. Now use the rest of your Patacu pastry dough. Simply transfer it to a piping bag fitted with any nozzle you want. Round nozzles are classic, but today I'm in a mood for some rosettes. Pipe as many rosettes as you have dough left for. When done, lightly dip the tip of your finger in water and gently pat down these little peaks. At this point, the base for your cake is baked to a perfect golden color. Set it aside on a wire rack to cool completely. Bake the Patacu pastries in a preheated oven at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 to 25 minutes until they're puffed and golden. When done, get them out of the oven and transfer to a wire rack to cool completely at room temperature. Step number 2. Let's prepare the vanilla cream, or otherwise called in French crème pâtissière, to fill our profiteroles. In a bowl, mix 6 eggs yolks with half a cup of sugar until the mixture turns a white fluffy consistency. Then add 3 tablespoons of cornstarch and incorporate it with a whisk. Pour 2 cups of milk, stirring continuously to prevent any lumps. And transfer the mixture to a saucepan. Turn your stove to medium heat and cook the mixture until it thickens, stirring constantly. Add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and I also like to add 1 teaspoon of rum extract, but that is optional. As soon as you notice some bubbles popping on the surface of your custard, mix vigorously for another 1 to 2 minutes and take it off the heat. Transfer your vanilla custard to a separate bowl and add 1 stick of sliced butter. Mix until your butter is melted. This velvety smooth vanilla cream is ready. Cover it with plastic wrap directly on the surface and refrigerate for at least 1 hour. You can also make it a day ahead. In a separate bowl, beat 12 ounces of cream cheese, then combine it with 1 can of condensed milk. Add 1 cup of Greek yogurt and 1 cup of sour cream, and mix it all very well. Add your dissolved gelatin and incorporate it into the condensed milk cream. Cover it with plastic wrap and refrigerate for at least 30 minutes. At this point, our vanilla custard has cooled and we are ready to fill up our profiteroles. Transfer it to a piping bag fitted with a sharp nozzle to poke through your little Patacu buns. I like to find an opening on the side of the pastries large enough to fit the nozzle of the piping bag. Fill up all your profiteroles and set them aside. Our final step, number 4, is to assemble the profiterole cake. Place the base of the cake on a plate and around it the baking pan ring. For easier removal, line the sides of the pan with acetate sheet or simply parchment paper. Put 1/3 of your chilled condensed milk cream on top of your base. Arrange profiteroles filled with the vanilla custard in a single layer over the entire surface of the cake. Cover with the remaining cream and smooth the top. Add the remaining profiteroles and place them snugly next to each other. Cover loosely with plastic wrap and refrigerate to set for 4 to 6 hours or best overnight. When your cake is ready, remove the ring and the parchment paper. This cake already looks amazing, but let's take it up a notch. Melt 4 ounces of tasty chocolate and place it in a Ziploc. Drizzle the top of your profiteroles layered on top with some melted chocolate. And voila, it's all done. This cake is so impressive, so decadent, and absolutely delicious. It is perfect for any time of the year and any occasion. Let's slice into it and indulge every bite of this rich and delicate dessert. The cake has the surprise layers of profiteroles, which are probably one of the most iconic French desserts. And for a good reason. They are simply heavenly. Enjoy. See you next time.
Yes, we love it. We love all of your recipes.
Aw, thank you, Mommy.
Yes, I love it.
You love the cake?
Yes.
Cheese!